Not because of ties and acts. Canceling it, because that's out of his. He can't really control it if it's not canceled. I think that's more than one reason. The bad part about it is all of this stuff, this whole time, you never had a chance, buddy. That you were never going to get in front of Castanet and do nothing, buddy. Y'all never had a chance. That's the. And I know I've been talking about this for a while, and some of these people are kind of stupid, but, like, everybody's stupid when you hate, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of shit that I did that people call me. So I'm coming from a different perspective. When I was coming up on YouTube, people called me stupid for a lot of shit that I did. Boy, what if you ain't going to get no job? You on YouTube, boy, you stupid. You say you stupid because you spent your money and took your time to go try to see what can happen at this to you, because you never know. I'm going to say that Castanet bogus for letting y'all do that, knowing damn well y'all never had a chance to do this first. I understand my full-time nursing job. I will apply to the Truman University. Well, Atlanta, it was nice while it lasted. Standing on everything. Everybody knows what's the line. Told you so. Knowing you're right means nothing. In 2026, it seems like everywhere you turn, everywhere you go, and everywhere you look, everybody wants to become a streamer. Some of these people aren't just gamers or content creators who want to get into the field after doing their niche or style content for a while. Some of these people are going to the length of quitting their job or dropping out of school and starting to stream and have never done it before. Streaming University makes this look obvious because it looks less like a school audition and more like a talent show. People weren't just applying for advice, they were applying for a chance to be seen. And hell, when I went down to the Atlanta Streaming University audition, it became abundantly clear that was the case. So when I factor in things like economic, climate, or the access that being a celebrity gives you, the bigger question is not why does everyone want fame? I mean, it's obvious. The real question is why does everyone want to stream specifically? Because while I do believe that streaming can open up so many doors for so many people, I think that a lot of people are biting off way more than they can see. If you're new to this and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be honest, before we even get deeper to the video, like, I understand to an extent, you know what I'm saying? I understand it to an extent. See, when I quit my job, nigga, I was working at you know what I'm saying? I was 19, 20 years old.
Breaking down streamers university.
I don't think it's a good idea to quit your full-time job like that. You got a full-time, well-paying job. You need to be trying to, you need to at least find a way to make close to what you're making now. So if you're making 70K as a nurse a year, you need to find a way to make at least 50, 60K, even if that's another business or whatever, before you just quit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be an adult. Once you get to that point, you gotta be an adult. I was 19, 20, and I had already had the conversation like, listen, man, I told my pops, like, if I went to college, I would have graduated at 22. I guarantee you, by the time it's graduation time, if I would have went to college, by the time I would have graduated, I promise you, I'm going to make it on YouTube, I'm going to make it with my business, and I'm going to move out. And I literally moved out on my 22nd birthday. You know what I'm saying? That would have been my last year in college, my 4th year in college if I would have went to college. So I had my pops. I ain't really had to pay. I had to pay a few bills, but I ain't really had to pay no bills like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have, you gotta be logical now. So YouTube and Meta might owe you a your video support. Now, back to the video.
Kyle, he looked at me and was like, bro, we just paid this streamer, not an A tier, not a B tier, like a C tier streamer, 70 racks. And I was like, oh, that must be like a crazy partnership over the next like 3 months. Like, that can be sick. Good for the company, good exposure. No, he said no, bro. He stopped me like this. It's not over the span of 3 months. It's not over the span of 2 months. It's a 30-second bid in their live stream.
Serious as business is like, what does one have to do to accumulate $300,000 in 1 month of content?
I mean, it's based off of, live concurrent viewers. Okay.
Based off of explain that?
Like how many people watching you at once?
Okay.
I always tell people to be like,
How many viewers I gotta have to make this much? If you can average 2,000 to 3,000 people every time you stream, it makes sense a lot.
But I'm not gonna sugarcoat
This video, and I don't think that it does us any good if anybody plays oblivious as to why people want to jump into streaming. Of course, there are a bunch of numerous different reasons, but at the top of the funnel,
That's why I be telling people stay away from the You don't have to. Like, I tell people, if you can get 10,000 views on the video every time you post, you can make 6 figures a month. Like, I'm trying to tell you. Go on my channel and look at my views. I don't have I'm not getting 5 million views every time I drop 500. I'm barely a good video for me is 100,000. On one video, a good video, if I get 100K on one video, that's a compliment. Most of the time, I'm getting anywhere between 20 and 40. Or I would say like 25 and 50. Most of the time. That's, especially the way YouTube is paying right now, if I get 50,000 views, I'm going to make $700 off of that. Sometimes 800. Certain videos I might make 1,000 off of. But I post 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day on a bunch of different channels. So, but you don't need monumental views to get rich off the road. I'm trying to get. Like, that's why people want to.
The finances are first. In 2026, there are a plethora of ways for somebody who is pursuing content to be monetized. We're talking about subs, donations, sponsors, uploads, clips, merch, brand deals, live events, ad revenue. And this is so much different than the days of content past where people were just doing donations. Now the whole creator economy is insanely huge. That's just an on-camera presence. Now what makes streaming so enticing is that from the outside looking in, it looks like these people are getting rich by hanging with their friends, playing games, reacting to videos, and honestly just being themselves. This is why streaming over other forms of content creation is so popular with so many people. It doesn't look like labor. It doesn't look like these cookie-cutter algorithms videos that I put together, but it just looks like your lifestyle. You're doing your own thing and you're getting paid for it. People are saying they're seeing Aiden, Steve, GMC, Flatboy, Max, Phantom, Duke, Steph, whoever, and it feels like they're looking at the new version of a rapper or an actor.
Yo, we in a day and age where being a streamer is way cooler than being a rapper. Yeah, now. Being a rapper, like, since forever, like, since the
Always
80s, that's like the coolest job to have. It was like top tier, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, mad popular, you know what I mean? All the women want to see a guy, vice versa. But now, being a streamer, like it probably changed within the last 2 years. Like being a streamer, that's the coolest job. Like, so they really just film, and really just being like, just in the hop, like they don't even be doing shit. Like so, yeah, salute to them.
The dream is not just I can make money online. The dream is more so, hey, I can make money by being myself, which is totally me, which is totally.
But people see, yes, that's true. Like right now. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm sitting here rolling some joints up, reacting to a video, you know what I'm saying? Even if it only gets 20,000 views, I'm gonna make $200, $300, $400 off of it. Cool, right? But people are oblivious to the fact that I did this with heavy edits. I did a lot, bro. I probably have made, produced, created, edited, uploaded 10,000 videos in my life. That's probably the low. Because my main channel almost got 3,000 by itself. My second channel got like 1,000 or 2. And that's just 2 channels. I've probably started and owned hundreds of channels at this point. I probably produced and made, as a person, I probably made 20, 30, 40,000 videos, bro. Since I was like 10 years old. Like, and before I grew up, it was probably like 15,000 videos, literally, bro. Like 10,000, 15,000. I'm not exaggerating. You know what I'm saying? Videos that I didn't upload, I'm editing and my computer turned off. Like, y'all don't know. That's what you gotta be able to go through. That's what niggas they don't know how to go through that. And they don't know how to build their own audience. They think they just gonna get on YouTube, turn some shit on, and then they go. Now it's like, once I build a following, I'm close to 1 million subs right now. Now I can sit down and just easy finish. You feel me? But it's still work at the end of the day, though. I still have to sit here for at least 8 hours a day and do this, talk to my clippers, talk to my managers, and I got a bunch of other channels I gotta worry about, make sure everything's flowing over there. Hey, our views is down, let's do this, let's change this direction of the channel, let's do this, let's work on this for the clothing brand, like, you know what I'm saying?
And totally enticing to a lot of people. But there's this dangerous illusion that is presented when people streaming and streaming this fast. They're only looking at the top 1% of it all. They don't see the people that are streaming 8 hours a day to 20 viewers. They don't see the consistency, the pressure, the failed streams, the bad numbers in the years. And I do mean years of building for a lot of these content creators.
I'm streaming for 1 viewer. What am I doing with my life? I am 24 years old. Been streaming for 7 years, brother. And I'm literally streaming for 1 viewer. Like, what the fuck? What do I even want to really trying to figure that out?
Like, yeah, I try to be positive. I have every positive bone in my body. I'm trying to be positive. Like,
Overall, streaming looks like the only job where someone can get rich without ever looking like they clocked in. The dream is not just the money. The dream is to be yourself, and the dollar is ultimately about. People aren't chasing streaming because it looks easy. They're chasing it because the success was effort. But money alone doesn't explain the streamer phenomenon. TikTok and YouTube can also make people rich. So why are so many people jumping straight to streaming?
What's the difference between a celebrity and a streamer that has over 100K views? Like, I'm pretty sure the streamer is going to get more recognized than the celebrity.
yeah, I can disagree, but streamers are the most famous people on earth right now. Streamers are the most famous. Like, everybody knows what a streamer is, for the most part. And people want to live their life like a streamer more than an actor, more than an actress, more than a rapper. It's streaming now. That's like people are really getting popular for that. Streamers are like they like the JVs now. And this doesn't take away from actually success and being, an actor or being a basketball player, whatever like that. But I would say between being in sports and a streamer, those are the two. But the thing about sports is that's their job. And like, you still got to go talk to your boss and meet with the owner, and you got to play a however many minutes they tell you to play. Like, that's the difference. That's the reason why I don't think I would have been good for sports. And then I'm away from my family all half the season and shit. I don't think I got to say this, I get fined for doing this. As a streamer or a content creator in general, bro, you do what the fuck you want to do. If I don't want to watch this video, I won't watch it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still watch a lot of videos I don't really necessarily feel like watching, but because it's a job to me at this point. But, like, for the most part, whatever I want to do, if I want to go to sleep I can go to sleep right now. It's 1:30 in the middle of the day, 1:30 p.m. I can go to sleep right now, wake up at 7, do 3, 4 videos, be done by 10, and go back to sleep all day, wake up tomorrow at 4 in the morning, it creates their own freedom. That's the job. Yeah, they think that too long ago, paid occupations right now. Basketball players and streamers. But streamers right now are considered go like the college in a couple of years. However, people are walking into a room. And that room is filled with validation, attention, fame, and notoriety that no one could ever imagine. Even if only a few people are watching, the streamer gets live reactions, live jokes, live criticism, live donations, and most importantly, live validation. This makes the stream and the streamer feel more personal than what
It already is. You're not just making content, but you're hosting an environment that ultimately going to prop you up to levels of validation that you could have never imagined. And this is why a lot of people are skipping straight to streaming.
Not just, hey, I want to go start doing content. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to give y'all some free thoughts. Don't do that, bro. If you want to be a streamer, you can start off as a content creator, bro. You're not just going to get on fucking Twitch and blow up in 3, 4, 5 months. It doesn't work like that. That's why it's very hard to go on Twitch. So, let me tell you. This is the easiest thought I can give you. Are you ready? If you want to stream, you need to build a following first, whether that be on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, or Facebook. You need to build a following first. You need to create your own content. Once you get to a point where you have a decent following, then you can go on stream. But while you're streaming, if your numbers are not high, if you don't have 50 to 100 people watching you, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to be on stream 8, 9, 10 hours for one person. You need to be on stream for 30 minutes to an hour a day. You need to get as many clips as you can and use those clips as your content. You understand? Your stream could be the content, but you have to make the content first if you want to stream. It's just like vlogging. You're probably not going to blow up vlogging, but if you blow up doing reactions, or if you blow up doing modeling or helping wellness, or you do something like that, when you have an audience, people want to see what you did today. People want to see the cars you drive and the house you live and the girls you talk to. Then it makes more sense. But too many of y'all are jumping straight on Twitch, making an account, and then just turning on the stream. You streaming to no fucking body, bro. And you can't really grow on Twitch because the algorithm is not made for you to be found. The algorithm is made for you to get whatever other platform you have an audience and bring them over. That's why when Kai Cenat goes live, he goes on Instagram. When Kai Cenat goes live, he posts it somewhere.
You understand what I'm saying? But Toxinet was a YouTuber first. Remember that. There's no streamer that you know right now that was not a YouTuber first. BDG, YouTuber first. Toxinet, YouTuber first. Duke Diddy, YouTuber first. Soul Illuminati, YouTuber first. Like, you're not going to find nobody who just hopped on Twitch for 5 years straight, streamed every day for 10 hours, and then blew up. It don't really happen like that, bro. So y'all got to...
Make sure y'all subscribe to my Twitch, man. UG7 Big L.
It's fucked up as a huge, man. You get your attention because YouTube is going to push you. You can make a channel right now, nigga, and post your first video, and if it's a good video, and it hit the algorithm, you could get some money off of it. You could get some followers, some clout off of it, and then move them over to the stream. You see what I'm saying?
Make sure y'all
Like, I wanted to wait until I was at 1 million subscribers to start streaming, but I'm just really going to get into it real quick, especially with all this gaming shit. I'll be at the house chilling. I'm about to give me a streaming house. It's going to be fun, but I'm just trying to give y'all the thoughts, right? And then don't be on stream. If you ain't, your stream ain't popping, nigga, don't get on stream for no 4, 5, 6 hours. You're wasting time. Ain't nobody fucking watching you. You need to get on stream for the most 2 hours. At the absolute most 2 hours. And then focus on clip farming the whole 2 hours. Get as many clips as you can. Use those clips as your content. The content starts to go up, you get followers, subscribers, then you move them over to your shit or your kids. You understand?
Move over to that direction. You know, people are stopping what they're doing in their 9 to 5 and just jumping straight into streaming. But see, this is where a lot of people miss a step. While I was at the City University Logistics in Atlanta, seeing the people that were in line, I saw people doing anything for validation
Or a reaction or
or some sort of comment or maybe even a slight donation from a chat. And we can talk about the content of people streaming in a different video.
but these people are treating this as the final product.
And that's where I think that they're missing. The
Smart streamers aren't treating it as such. They are treating it as the raw.
The real strategy is go live for a couple hours, create as many moments as possible, and turn the best into different clips. Exactly. And my channel with all my streams goes to YouTube for double the money. Say I'm live streaming with you right now. You're a sister that I've never met in my life. As long as in Canada, some clip it, then clip it. How do you get money from that? YouTube. Okay, it's the clip. Nigga, you're content. You upload it for me, and double it up. I have a situation with him where he gets paid, I get paid, boom, boom, boom. That's smart. Those clips can travel the world via reaction channels, commentary channels, reposting pages, etc., etc. That's what the real value is.
Another thing, y'all don't use reaction channels enough. Channels like mine use to flood us. Hey, I need $300 react to my video. A lot of people will be like, no problem. I need some shit to react to anyway. So if you got something good for me to react to, I'll do it. You pay me $300, $400, $500, I will react to your channel. And I'm going to make money off the reaction anyway. I'll react to your video. That's how you get known. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going to do a reaction channel yourself, you react to other streamers. Why do you think I haven't been reacting to hood shit no more? I react to streaming now. Because I'm transitioning into my streaming. So I need to be known for talking about other.
Come on, conversation, fame, and notoriety comes from. These people even watch.
I'm trying to put y'all on talk.
I know everybody.
This is why streaming can make you feel more famous, even if the numbers don't reflect. See, the algorithm can ignore you, but when chat talks back to you and gives you that thing that you can circulate to these different audiences on these different platforms, you can feel bigger than what you even are. And that feeling is exactly why Streamer University is so popular. People craving for that attention, that fame, and that notoriety that they've been longing for and yearning for in life. See, it's not just a school. Streamer University is a stage for those to rise to the top.
Yo, this is not what's up, man? It's a monkey. That's my baby. Alright, I'm sitting down. How you doing, Captain? It's friendly. Only if you make a bite. It's a mama said monkey. Chico, go say hi. Every single day like my baby. Go say hi. Yeah. You know that? His name is Chico. Chico, yeah. How you doing, Mr. Snack? I'm at Fort from the Amos Department of Corrections. Can you kindly stand up for me? We're here to issue you a few citations. We actually tracked you down all the way in New York, and you escaped to California. Is that right or wrong? No. You escaped to California, and we're here at ATL to track you down to issue a few citations. What would I do? Now, you have two choices. Either please stand up. I'm an officer of the law. That's a little disrespectful, if you don't mind. So you have two options. We're going to offer you 2 deals. You have a plea deal, and this is likely to call you. What do you do? I need you to hire me as a homeowner of the university. As you can see, I'm very competent at my job.
and I've been doing this for a very long time. So that's one way to go, or you will be apprehended as you see.
Okay, I can't accept now.
Okay. We could work something out. Definitely. We'll definitely get some information going. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything is good.
Stream University is the new age American Idol. People came far and wide in order to showcase their talent, their creativity, and why they belong in the rooms with some of the biggest creators on the planet. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the in-person interviews I saw were hilarious. Of course, we had characters that we had known for a long time before, and the Reggie,
The Rakais, the Rays, the Suburb Babies, the Bendadons, all these different people. But it did showcase and highlight some people that I had never seen before. That guy, and I'm pretty sure he's a big streamer, who did the Hall Monitor skit. I thought that was one of the most innovative and creative things. Kai played along with it very well.
Now, while a lot of people understood the assignment and realized that Streamer University
And even just the auditions was an opportunity to be creative, get their content off, and they understood that the real prize was an opportunity to get more views with this trending topic. A lot of people had a different prize in mind. You see, their prize wasn't the views, it wasn't the opportunity to collaborate and network with a bunch of people. Their prize was the opportunity and chance to get to Kai Cenat. And when that didn't happen, let's just say it didn't go so well.
Oh, my cousin. The Catholic word is I'm about to drill spirit expositor. Why the fuck would you have that addiction without me? What?
There's DNA, and there's heavy duty DNA. DNA, 4.9%.
And even though I've been in Kansas for 4 days, Thursday in LA for the university position, waiting in line at 6 a.m., hella committed, staying here, still got denied from the staff. And even just be interviewed at Black Cenat.
You were never gonna
I'm crying. I'm so bad. Coming up here because as bad as I want to, bro. Like, as bad as I want to go to the university, I feel like awareness needs to be spread because, bro, I was so angry because I was so close in the line. So I was out there meeting people, making connections, grateful for that. But it was driving me close to time. First of all,
I ain't gonna lie though, all the flying and shit though is like, fuck.
So my thing is, with time, my time was getting closer to going inside. Some people were able to go inside earlier before even time got there. And then, like, the drone would come out, people were pushing and shoving. Oh. Like, I'm so angry because I was so fucking close. So, it just, like, the whole in-person application, it just mad unserious. And I think that's the thing because you got people who really want it, people that really want it, you got people, a whole bunch of people playing because they want the opportunity to meet Kai and to get a viral moment or whatever, which I'm not knocking anybody for their reasons of going, but it's just like, yeah, y'all go home, I just got his car at work, got a flight to go back home.
That's my main problem. Like, bro, and he knew people was going through all that. Some serious, some not, but it's like, he knew they never had a chance, man. So why the fuck did you act like they had a chance, bro? Why did you act like they had an actual chance? Yeah, on in-person application, come in, submit me, and then you got all your friends there. Nobody get in. Nobody got accepted. Nobody got, you ain't even really like, this just a shit. You're not even trying to accept the motherfucker. Yo, you know damn well, you already know who's getting accepted and who's not, bro. You already probably got the list and the crib. You probably didn't even go through the damn list. Your fucking team probably did it for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not official, man. And I would never play with nobody like that. If you ain't got no chance, I'm gonna tell you ain't got no chance. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let them motherfuckers take off work, catch flights, drive, pay money, do all this shit, come out here thinking they got a chance the whole time. I'm sending you off trying to promote my own shit. You feel me? Because y'all niggas was never get in. It was never a real opportunity. It was an opportunity to promote this shit. You know what I'm saying? It was never an opportunity for y'all to do anything. Right. That's the case. When I was at the Stream University auditions in Atlanta, I saw content creators who had been creating for years, and I mean verifiable years, coming from Wyoming, Philadelphia, Florida,
St. Louis,
everywhere far and in between for the opportunity to network, create, and potentially use content. I did some interviews, and ultimately I saw audio forum. I know I'm punching and kicking myself as well, about the entire experience and situation. And ultimately, a lot of people, hell, pretty much everybody that I interviewed said that if they didn't make it into content that day, it would not make or break them when it comes to content creation and the streaming journey that they are going on. And that was a breath of fresh air because the things that I consumed on the internet said opposite for a good amount of people. Now this is no shade and this is no knock on any of the people that I've shown in this video that are crying or complaining or being negative about their experiences in the streaming
university audition line. But to me, their priority was more so about meeting Kai Cenat as opposed to I went to look at their social media pages and I went to try to find content, and it was fun. It was like a man who has a thinning hairline. I remember crying for you. Even that young lady who cried in the Instagram, the last time she was crying was a year ago. And I think you have to stream on to get accepted in the university, but I think you understand the gist.
You
of it.
do.
I think for a large portion of the population,
answer the why of it all. Well, why do you want to go to streaming university? Why do you want to be a streamer right now? For some people, they see it as a way out of poverty. They see it as a way to come up in this world. For a lot of people, they see it as fame, notoriety, and for a subsection of people, they just want to reach high Cenat. They don't know what it takes to ultimately become a streamer. Hell, they're not even attempting to do it in their free time. They see a place in the space where they can see a guy that they watch on screen and enjoy and are going to run at it forehead of steam. This is why that Stream University audition stage is so important of it all. It highlighted the desperation, desire, and the delusion of people out there that are looking to uplift themselves and change their trajectory. Hell, it even had athletes like Lamar Jackson and Le'Veon Bell appearing at Stream University auditions.
Really? I know I call nobody out there. I'm like, all right, they say they're going to give me 10 minutes. They say they're going to give me 15 minutes. I'm going to just wait 10 minutes on mine. They'll come. Now, everybody see the screen. They go like, now it's like a couple times, like 2, 3, 10-minute sessions go by. I go back out there. I'm like, oh, what's going on, Lord? Like, they're going to come get you. Boom. I wait 6, 7 hours the entire time that. For Kai is finally coming in, I don't ever go to the room with you. You guys come in and say, I'm sorry for all y'all playing. See y'all walking by the rail or something. Every time I'm like, check out, I'm like, all right, bro, whatever.
Why? I don't know. Maybe because they want to be a part of the moment.
for a lot of those people out there who are truly talented and genuine with their content, they just wanted a bigger stage. But for the people that are in it for the wrong reasons, I think that they just want the cosign from the bigger name, thinking that that will platform them to a different height. And I do agree that it can put you in a different stratosphere. We've seen streamers and content creators come up from a boost and a cosign from others. But at the end of the day, I don't think that that's what streaming is all about. If your heart is not in it, then it's ultimately going to be successful. And when your heart is not in something and you're being forced to do it because it brings you fame, it brings you notoriety, it brings you money, then ultimately the mental pressures that come with streaming will ultimately weigh down on you harder than you've ever seen before. I feel like sometimes people need to self-reflect and take a step back from the broad perspective of what their life has been. I believe that I know the more in this world that is much greater than myself. The energy and passion to want to do more and create is within me. That is why I quit. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright. I'm pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just want to do more. I've begun to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate about creating. And I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of. Take a fucking break! What the fuck I'm doing? I'm break. And I'm retiring, nigga. They was talking about to retire, but I'm taking a break. I ain't gonna have this break. It could be 1 day, it could be 2 days, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be a month, it could be 3 months, it could be an hour. I'm taking a break. But I've been at this for 7 years, man. I'm tired. And that's why they say, 3% of the Twitch chat, that's just leading to everywhere, bro. They just being negative.
I might come on this bitch being goofy. I might come on this bitch. Y'all can call me corny. I don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all can call me whatever the fuck y'all want. But I got to get the entertain y'all niggas, bro. I come on this bitch and I love y'all niggas, bro. I don't die, bro. I come on this bitch to have fun, bro. Just have fun with something, bro. I'm 40 years old. Last month, I caught my wife crying in the bathroom because I couldn't get hard in bed. She wouldn't even look at me anymore. We're basically roommates. So I tried everything. Why? This shit hard, bro. It's not easy, bro. I be with my heart and soul. This shit on God, bro.
And you can't tell. You can't tell if people want to be around you, people want to fuck with you. Like, for you, bro, like, that shit is hard, bro. Like, that shit, like, it's hard to be a streamer, bro. It's hard to just be a streamer. You don't know what's real, bro. One of the common things that I talk about on this platform is the mental pressures that come with streaming. I think it's different, and I mean way different than any other form of content creation. When I put on my camera, personally, I know that I will have the ability to edit this down
and make myself look as polished as possible. And for the most part, people are
coming for a specific video and are commenting for a specific thing. They're not talking about my appearance, my personality, my looks, the things that I said that were wrong, dragging me to this, that, and the third, my family life, etc., etc. But streaming is this game in which you have to give your all to the camera in order to make it work. And I don't think that a lot of people are prepared for that. Sure, there's freedom involved. You work from home, you play games, you talk to your friends.
You have to give your all, but there's a way to do that and still keep your private life private. I feel like a lot of people don't treat streaming as if it's a job. You know what I'm saying? When you go to work, you come to work, you do your job, you go home. You don't come to work and talk about you and your girlfriend arguing. You don't come to work and fucking, you know what I'm saying, talk about your struggles with I'm mental health, we can do that, but you don't come to work and talk about your struggles with your mom and all, like, no, bro. You come home and you entertain and you go, you stop stress, like, you feel all that mixing in, what's going, like, all that.
You make money based off of your personality. But what people aren't talking about is that the bigger you get, the more that your life becomes a product. You have to be entertaining when you're tired. You have to be funny when you're annoyed. You have to be the life of the party, even if you're having a down day. How we see things like Jay Cinco's family members passing away and then having to come back so soon because that the kind of job revolves around. No matter how you feel, you have to entertain the audience for hours.
And it's different when you lose a family member and you have to, first of all, you have 2 hours. You can call off work for a day. But when you call off work, you go back to work and you just put your head down. It's different when you have to turn on the camera and be entertained, knowing that you got mental health problems going on, or you can't just lost a family member and you fucked up. You was just crying 30, 40 minutes before you got on stream, but it's your, you got to do this. So now you got to come here and act. See, if you work at an office, you could be sad and feel type to call somebody do this. You don't have to act like you're happy, joke around and be funny and all that. That's hard. It's not easy to do.
So if I decided that I wanted to stop this recording right now and go and take a break and then come back to it later, I could. But if I was live streaming this exact video, I could. I would have to continue on no matter how I felt. And all these things can weigh on you because simultaneously you're playing this algorithmic game to appeal to a certain community or audience that wants you to be a certain way, and if you're not fitting that narrative, then ultimately people are going to turn away from you. I mean, this is why streaming isn't as easy as it looks. People feel like the job is just pressing go live, but the job is really doing something that is worth watching while going live every single time. And that means being happy with people, looking at your life constantly, picking and prodding at you, giving criticisms at every single move that you make to no avail. And this is why Tyson Ad is so successful. Not because he just turns on the camera and goes willy-nilly with his friends and his homeboys. But he understands production, pacing, networking, community, events, celebrities, moments, viral or otherwise. But even he has to deal with the negative aspects of becoming a successful streamer. That's why he's on a 9-month hiatus right now. Everybody wants the reward of it all, but they don't understand the machine that they are getting into when they go and stand in that line to streaming university or apply online or get on the internet and beg and plead to a community of people saying they want to be and will be one of the biggest streamers in the world. They get into the thing because they feel as if there's no boss, but I'm here to tell you, the audience, the community, and the algorithm are your boss.
That's a misconception too. Motherfuckers think that because you got your own business that you don't have a boss. Like, yeah. You got somebody to answer to. It might not be a boss that's over your head telling you exactly what to do all day, but you have someone to answer to. You have the first people you have to answer to is your audience. Your audience. Because if your audience don't watch, you don't get paid, right? So you have to answer to them. Number two, you have to answer to sponsors, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your sponsor, say, if a company wants to pay you $20,000 for you to sponsor their video, for them to sponsor your video, they're going to, a lot of times they give you a script. So you're reading the script, that's a job, bro. You're doing a job. Or they want you to turn your script in by this date. That's a job, bro. You still have someone to answer to. You can't get on YouTube and just do or say whatever you want to say without getting a strike. Or your video taken down, or get demonetized. Like, you have someone to answer to. You got a lot of people to answer to. There's nowhere you're going to escape. Even if you have $1 billion company, your customers are the people you answer to. And if your product is ass this week, nigga, they're going to tell you. Whether that's you selling cars, shirts, haircuts, microphones, keyboards, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So that's another misconception a lot of people have.
Boss, when you ask why everybody wants to become a streamer, the answer is bigger than the money. It's clear as day that streaming has become the cleanest and clearest version of modern fame. The good, the in-between, and the ugly. And while everybody wants that lifestyle, I don't think that they see the trap that is coming. I don't want it to be doom and gloom, though. I think that streaming is about to go into a whole different direction. It's about to introduce a whole different set of people. That's if they are true to what they were saying at the Streaming University audition and from their bedrooms as they submitted the application. Whether or not you get accepted in the Streaming University, I expect more and more people to hop into this lifestyle. But I can't help but think they are doing this haphazardly as I see streamers day in and day out hop out of the game. It's been a minute since we've seen the fam. It's been a minute since we've seen the It's been a minute since we've seen some of our staple creators. And the breaks that the ones that are around do keep getting bigger and bigger every single day. I like how streamers are reinventing themselves in real time because it is showing that you don't have to always go down this path. And you can kind of make streaming what
you want it to be. iShowSpeed is a perfect example of this. He's not doing the typical stuff that he used to do, but now he's doing world tours, meeting dignitaries and famous people and all this other stuff like that with his audience captivating abilities. And that seems to be something that's having less stress on his mental. His physical, I don't know. But his mental seems as though it's being well done. But all in all, people have to understand that when they're answering the question why they want to be a streamer, or even asking it, is that there is so much that streaming can do. You just have to know if you're ready for it.
You gotta want it, bro. I'm gonna try doing that why they say to that other.
It's protecting you and keeping your business and personal life separate. So go to Telegram and to your LLC.
I found out my best friend for 25 years. From 50 bands minimum. That's a bunch of but this is minimum. Okay. Okay. Single bill.
I mean, when you got locked up, who was there for you? When you were homeless, who was there for you? Whose house have you been living there for years, bro? What? Give me the card, bro. One of the best ones. First of all, he got that again, dog. Second of all, so I guess it's your age homie. I don't know much about your age, like as far as like you be around him, but that's some crazy shit. You going home and you paying for it. It seemed like that was his homie probably for before he blew up, and it seemed like he was putting him on. And I think he said, you gave me your car, so he was just using the car. What the? He was just using it. You gave? No, I'm not giving no grown man my car. I've only gave one person my access to my credit card, my car, credit card, and that's my wife. That's the only human on this earth that I have ever gave access to credit cards, debit cards, shared a bank account with, like that. Boy, y'all in the same game, but stealing, boy, you should have threw his ass in the pool. Call the popo on his ass. Call the popo, huh? Yeah, bro. So what? gave you the card, bro. Y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media, just for you might their biggest dream will they can be in the position that you are right now, helping any and everyone that they love. It feels like in this situation, this is a version of that gone wrong, because having your age became one of the biggest streamers out, was a huge advance in putting a bunch of people on, and the people we can never forget about was Success Fred, who he has been helping for a while now. So the point is making videos, keeping them out on talking streets, providing them with money. One thing I learned, bro, before this video even gets deep, one thing I learned is no matter how much of your homie, no matter how much you love him, he's still a grown man. So you can put him in position, meaning he can be your cameraman, and if you want to pay your cameraman $10,000 a month, that's cool. And then he take that $10,000, he invested eventually. He's not your cameraman no more because maybe he saw his own cameraman company or something. You know what I'm saying? Putting your homie in position is not the same thing as just taking care of your homie. Like, it's cool to, okay, give him a starter pack. Alright, look, here goes 10 racks, here goes some clothes, here goes a PC, nigga, do you. I got you everything you need. Even if you want to go crazy, here go a little car, you can start up with your car channel. Here go a little scat pack, something nice, something cheap, nothing too crazy. Here go a little scat pack, little Toyota Supra or something. Here go a PC, you can stay in my crib, and then, nigga, you got a year or two to figure it out. I ain't giving you nothing else. But you can't just be going crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just taking care of him like he's your son or like a girl. Men don't respond to that. The only thing you teaching that man how to do is ask for money. You feel me? The only thing you teaching him how to do is beg and rely on his rest. It don't work, bro. I know it's not from a good place, George, but I done been there and done that game trying to tell you. Chris, all of a sudden, he got a deal on Twitter exposing him from stealing thousands to tens of thousands, maybe even upwards of $100,000 from him on a consistent basis first. It seems like, you know, we don't want to dive into all of that. You know, the origins of the movie start from the very beginning, even or any of these people, how do we get here in the first place? You don't work because they don't like you. They're willing to ruin your reputation and on your name. These are the worst. It feels like your age is having some of the worst bunch of advice, at least on the internet and controversy. If anyone's unaware of that age, that is a very popular streamer. He has been making content for a while now. He would have seen the first clipping pages too. Now showing his face on his own platform. He was one of the first clips. He ain't lying about that. And with that fan base comes a lot of opportunities. There was a lot of opportunities. Your age go back 10 years. And of course, you can be a person who spends that money by himself. You have to share with these people around you. And that's what the Ray did. Not only to other small content creators, obviously his family, but also his friends. And one of those people being his very close friend named Greg, who appears to make a lot of his content, whether it was live streams or YouTube videos. Right. Oh, I can smell it. Smell it. Yo. That's the one. That's my home. That smell like Kool-Aid. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what they do with this one. That's the one. This the one. I ain't gonna lie. Stealing that much money though from this nigga, it's like you could've. That always blows my mind because he's giving you everything. He's giving you clothes. He's staying at his crib. What the fuck are you stealing $50,000? You know what I'm saying? He probably would have gave you $50,000 if you asked him for it. Or let's say you sold $50,000 over a year span. That's nothing to a creator. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas is making 100 racks a month. You think I won't give you $5,000 a month? That don't hurt my pocket. And I'm sure your rate probably is touching $200,000 some months. Like, you think that, bro, I could have gave you $50,000 in a year. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? You sit in my face chilling, living in my big ass nice crib. You got the opportunity of a lifetime to be on camera. You can start you can do whatever the you want to do. I don't understand how these people be dropping the ball like this, bro. Like, this is crazy. Shoot the one. Yes. Oh yeah. 14,925 cents. Yeah, he said 14,000 on his home.
Got you a bunch of clothes. What did he get?
Bought him a whole bunch of clothes and 9 cents. treat them like your fucking, you treat them like your like you do the girlfriend. You treat them like your wife. This is a grown ass man, bro. This is a grown, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with doing for your homies, bro. But like, how much can you continue to do before it's clicks in their head? Like, okay, nigga, I need to figure it out. Let me start a clothing brand. That's what I'm paying for. Don't come to me like, oh, please, I need some money. I want you to talk free. Nigga, I'll take my wife on top. I'm not taking no grown ass man no more fucking college free. Not consistently at least. But what you can do is be like, hey man, you know, I love you. You've been cool for 20 years, whatever the case is. I'm trying to go crazy, trying to get rich like you niggas. I'm gonna do clothes. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do clothing line. I just need a little bit of money to start off. I bet, nigga. You go try, bring back a business plan. Business plan makes sense, nigga. I'll pay for the first batch of clothes. Cool, here. And I'll promote you shit. And I'll wear your shit in strings. And I'll get sales for your shit. But it's gonna be your company. I'm gonna start off and you gonna do the work. You, when we go to these similar events, you give hoodies out to these niggas. You give t-shirts out and wristbands or whatever the fuck you gonna sell. You give it out. And I help push you on, and I don't even want none of your profits, nigga. I just say, yeah, go crazy. Yeah.
IMB is an industry-leading broker catering to traders worldwide with 24-hour live support and the free IMB platform.
But I'm not just, no. You grown man, man.
Okay. Yeah. Pay no bills. Like that. Like my glasses, my phone, feel me? Alright. Don't just blow you $2,000. I'm dead crying, boy. Oh, yeah, man. My brother. You know that.
This is someone that was genuinely close to Ray. In multiple other live streaming videos, they were doing stuff together, obviously, on stream, and he was consistently staying at his house. Ray made jokes about when DoorDash was coming in, it had to be somebody in the guest house, had to be one of his friends staying there, and he even pointed and said Gray at him a couple of times, like, oh, the food that poured up has to have been his. Someone that he was allowing not only in his close circle, just general, but also literally staying at his own crib with his dogs and other people that might be close to him. All of that. Very vulnerable with this guy, and genuinely considers him his best friend. All of a sudden, all of that has to me today. After your raise went on Twitter dropping a video with not too many details, but clarifying that not only are they done to being friends, but they are not being friends because he was stealing the money behind his back.
Today's the day. It's like he was crying. I found out my best friend. 25 days.
Bro, he was just crying. That shit makes a grown man cry. He feel like he's crying. That's a tear, bro.
I found out my best friend. 25 years.
25 years.
Dealing
Let it bands minimum. 100.
my dog wouldn't get anything for this thing, man.
Shit could stop moving. When he got locked up, we got that big ass. He kidnapped the man and told him to stop moving.
Man, who was there for you? When you was homeless, who was there for you? Whose house have you been living in for a year, man?
Bro, what a pop.
You gave me the card, bro. You gave me the card, man. And then what? Wait, what did I give you the card for? What? What did I give you the card for?
No, you didn't. I'm wrong.
Man. Who told you? Stay right there, bro. I don't want you to think nothing. You know what? I don't want to see you again, man. Ever again in my life. I swear to God. I see you again, and I will. I'm doing you a fucking favor right now, nigga. I don't ever want to see you again, my nigga. Ever. Get the fuck out. Get on. Get on. I don't want to hear nothing.
Helping somebody while they were homeless, helping somebody while they were locked up, and you're trying to somehow flip it on you. The fact that when you said, why would you do this, there's a immediate response for it. Bro, you gave me the card, so you spent my money because I gave you a card real quick. Even for a YouTube video, there was no real clarification on that.
Yeah, I ain't
know.
taking photos of the tweets.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
My wife don't even
She wanted the money without seeing my face. I get this.
if I say no, that's just what it is, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make is when somebody else earns, I don't give a fuck if it's $5. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I give my homie my card to do something or whatever the case is, nigga, spend the money on whatever gang, and it's just, I don't know, bro. It's just dumb as hell to me. Like, why would you steal from a nigga who you know would do anything for you, who has already gave you everything in the world? You staying here for free. You have a free house. What the fuck are you stealing the money to? Go to the strip club? My nigga, what are you doing? It's crazy, bro. And then niggas like that, these niggas that, come on Instagram, he's fake. He ain't fake, nigga. He did everything in the book. He did more than what he should have did, more than what he was supposed to do, man. Like, y'all, hell no. Things to like go deeper into it, but he really only speculate from the stuff that he's saying. Obviously, I don't think he's still money minding back. Of course, but he ever really had his cards. Obviously, but it's used, and it seems like used whenever he wanted. But the only reason to rack up a bill of over 100K over the course of probably like a year. He had some of those cribs, spending bands on them, getting them clothes, and also spending money. And he decided to use their card without permission. I don't truly understand it at all. I mean, somebody is not only allowing you to get this close to them in general, again, knowing where they stay, being at their own house, just ask them for a couple of dollars here and there. Right. Some after the things without you asking, so you actually ask, nothing bad could possibly happen. Once you get it, no, but that's the thing, you get moving on with your comfortable life that he is still helping you with. A lot of people who are seeing this as the exact same reaction of like, not only is this crazy, you really can't trust anyone nowadays, apparently, regardless of what you do for them.
Man, that's the truth, bro. That's the truth. It's not about the money. I know where it's so
it ain't about the money.
I'll never understand that mindset of people like that. And you know damn well you can go and ask him. Similar situation, not to this much money right here, though. But it's like, you can go just ask the boy, man. He ain't gonna hold it against you, but you leave your pride. You can steal from the Jackson man who would never do anything, do everything. But you got your pride to steal from. What is that stuff? If you don't give a fuck about it. When you steal from your boy, bro, the only thing that goes from to your homeboy mind, like, you don't give a fuck about me like I give a fuck about you. Yeah, and it could be something that's different. It could be something that's different.
He was like, bro, like, this nigga seemed like the realest nigga ever, bro. All my life, this nigga seemed like the realest nigga ever, bro. You gotta understand, though, Ray's day one, bro, so he probably just feels so betrayed and don't even, like, nah, this shit definitely not fake. Look at his face.
Yeah, it's not fake, he's crying, bro.
That nigga got jumped. He let Creed have his way. Creed have one.
I ain't even peep that.
I'm not even thinking.
I ain't even peep that. It's like that. It's like he took off on buddy. I ain't gonna lie.
Every time you rent a slab pack, Arena Club makes you an instant offer for your card based on its market value. That's right.
I don't know how he found out. I would love to hear like the full story, but I don't know if he's gonna do it. But like, I would love, like, how did he put that two and two together? Maybe his accountant told him or something. I don't know, but man, I ain't seen him. That boy whooped his ass. That boy whooped his ass. That boy whooped his ass, man. That boy done whooped his ass. He hit his ass with a few of these right here, a little. You see him? Look at how the fish turn.
Have his way. We have lunch with this nigga Greg, bro. Greg, I'm not even finna, like, I'm not trying to doze on you, bro, but I met you through Ray's, bro. Like, Ray's my nigga, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. So it's just like, bro, like,
A lot of people were saying the exact same thing, and if they would have met Greg through Ray, through the day one, he's being real, this type of stuff is really messed up that it had to happen. And the common consensus is being that Greg didn't have to do this. Ray was always going out of his way to help him in many different ways. So going behind that person's back, hearing from them was one of the weirdest, worst things you could possibly make. And it just makes no sense to you think about it. Logic. Take your pride to the side, ask him for some cash, and if he says no, then it'll be alright. Listen, how you all right now still being fooled and guys still within helping you is not in that specific scenario. And of course you couldn't do that and decided to steal from him, which led to this entire altercation. This is a pretty short video because Ray took his part doesn't give him any real details on the situation. And when he eventually does, make a video talking about it. But right now, all I have to say. At the end of the day, this is how I feel. So if you want to tell me how you feel these best, please that would be the comment section down below. It was unfortunately over, but if you did enjoy,
Damn. Let's see if there's something on Twitter that like
this folks out.
this when this video come out. Shout out now for y'all. It just came out an hour ago, so maybe I hate them Twitter app. Look, this right here, yo. I want to see the whole thing, yo.
I found out about this.
Because stop moving. When you got locked up, who was there for years, bro?
You gave me the card, bro.
Yeah, look at his face. I didn't even see all this. His mouth fucked up, his mouth bleeds. Look at his face. He got his ass full up.
And then what? Wait, what did I give you the card for? What? What did I give you the card for?
No, you didn't. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Yeah. Yell at that, bro. I don't want you to think nothing.
You don't what? I don't want to see you again, man.
Ever again in my life. I swear to God.
I see you again, and I will. I'm doing you the
You
fucking
said I'm pressing charges. I don't ever want to see you again, my nigga.
ever. I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck up. Let's get on. And I know you got big dogs. It's not like the dog's behind. It's not like the dog's might have put his ass. What's up? He got jumped by your age and the dog. Do your homework. Call the popo. Call the popo. Oh.
It's crazy. Was never your best friend if you was posting on the internet and so things
You did for him in his face. What?
well, some people be dumb as hell. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, bro, some people, gang, and of course it's a OF style. Can't do stupid shit. Get your ass down. Go find you something else. Look, I want to see what people say to you. Dumbass response. Was never your best friend if you expose him on the internet and throw everything you did for him in his face. What? He stole $100,000. Like, are you kidding? Like, you have to be the one. Somebody said, hey, Doc.
Hey, Doc, you stole money from me. The whole principle is don't steal from me your so-called best friend, and maybe that wouldn't happen. Yeah, man, you said ripped $100K from my pocket, but a man, just my best friend, he called you Uber.
After he stole, I don't know. He said, somebody said, bitch, you stole $100K. What are you telling him about? Somebody stealing from him? He looked out for the stupid bitch. Yeah, I had to raise it or just yeah, I don't know. Maybe he wanted to be a thought for it. I don't know. He did this before when he acted like the one streamer pawn and changed the cornball.
No, this ain't fake.
I don't think this nigga's fake. It's fake, boy.
He believes that was a grave crime. If this fake, boy, they caged, nigga.
If that's fake, that's something you should go to get oxygen. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you're great.
Bob told me that they were going to test the helium last night.
That happened.
I'm thinking Greg was probably
Started my stuff like
food, clothes, and others.
without really knowing. I know Flightboy Max had a similar issue with a close friend before. You really gotta watch these people around you.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you can't put certain people in situations to do that. Footage leading up to the aftermath shows Ray pulling a gun on his
Best friend of 25 years after finding out the money he stole.
Yeah, that boy was in tears. Black people.
Years. Finding out that he stole over 100 bands from them. One thing
Bro,
wait,
what are you talking about? Like, I really don't understand, like, weird ass people like, bro, you're black, bro. Like, we not about to sit here and act like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? So, listen what he said. One thing about blacks is they're one of the most untrustworthy. I promise you, bro. I promise you, if you get pulled over by a racist cop, he's not gonna look at your tweet and be like you're gonna get shot too, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand all the boot licking, all the ass kicking, dick rides that y'all be doing. Like, you're black. So you gonna try to say that he stole this because he's black? No, he stole it because he's broke. He's a broke ass goofy. Like, what the hell? This happened in what are you talking about, bro? Like, let's just hear what his dumb ass said.
Years of recording his best friend of 25 years, finding out that he stole over 100 things from him. One thing about blacks, and I'm gonna say this as somebody black, one of the most untrustworthy people in business, hands down. Especially people that are quote unquote close to you.
It has nothing to do with black folks. It has nothing to do with black or white, bro. It has nothing to do with black or white. Why do y'all make everything a race? What the fuck? Like, niggas just say anything. These ain't got shit to do with black people. Some of the biggest scammers in the world have been white people. Some of the biggest Ponzi schemes. Some of the biggest, like, what are you talking about, bro? Al Capone wasn't black. Look at this right here. Bernie Madoff wasn't black. He sold $900 million. That Asian kid that robbed that crypto dude for $300 million, he wasn't black. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Just saying anything. Like, it's like you're trying to ride dick of other racist people so that they, what, you think they gonna fuck with you more or something, bro? Like, who is this?
Why do you think you have a Jewish accountant? Or anybody else that's not black accountant?
Why do you think that accountants are some of the people that steal the most? Are you fucking dumb, gang? Accountants are the biggest culprits for people who rob you and steal your money and hide your money. What are you talking about? Ask any entertainer in the world. Why do you think I don't have no fucking accountant? Because accountants are easy to tell you, yeah, I paid your taxes, don't worry about it. 5 years later, you stole all your money. You ain't no taxes being paid. Now you owe them even more. Like, that shit happens, bro. So all that, like, what's up?
I'm not trusting. You think that I'm going to trust a black accountant? You think that I'm going to trust a black lawyer? No. I don't want niggas in charge of my money or my freedom or anything that has to do with the justice system.
Oh, really? So you're going to go hire the white guy who knows the judge and is going to get you a plea deal real quick so he can get a W on his case? That's who you're going to hire? Or you're going to hire the black man who actually gives a fuck about getting you off of your case? Race, this is incredible that this video has turned into some racist shit. This is about truth. Like, you see that? Like, it don't have shit to do with race. So I'm going to understand why we're talking about this. It just happens to show up, and I hate seeing dick riding ass black people like this. You know what I'm saying? Because competence don't have shit to do with race. A good lawyer is a good lawyer. Why do I care about the race of the lawyer? Why do I care? I'm gonna go get the best lawyer I can afford. If he's black, pink, Mexican, alien from fucking Pluto, I don't care. And who has the best chance of getting me off? Who has the best chance of doing this, doing that? I don't care about your race. Why does the race matter?
I for damn sure can't trust you around my fucking money. Alright? It's just a rule of thumb. Think about niggas is.
So you think you could trust your white friend who's broke? You could put $1 million. You can go to the trailer park and put $1 million cash in your white friend's bank account. In your white friend's living room. Leave for 2 years and no money's gonna be gone. It's just not realistic, bro. It has nothing to do with race. It has something to do with money and broke. Winner, loser. You see what I'm saying? That's what it got something to do with. It has nothing to do with race. You're a weirdo. You're a black person, your damn self. So, you know, don't. So when you get pulled over and the white guy is scared of you and he shoots your fuck, God forbid, and he shoots your the brains out, because niggas, you never know what they're gonna do and they're just so violent. One thing about a nigga is I'm not gonna trust. Okay, man, great. So when they don't trust you to get out the car, when they don't trust you and they shoot your shit out, I want all the black people. We're not gonna say nothing about it because you got shit about a white person. 86% of all murders that happen to white people are murdered. 80% of all white people who are murdered by other white people. 86%. 86, the same percentage, about 86, 87% of all black people who die from murder are murdered by black people. It has nothing to do with race. What the fuck? It has everything to do with a good and evil. Race is not good or evil. You, my friend, have been psyoped and finessed into being racist against your own fucking people. Because the last time I checked, white people are the ones who came over here and made us slaves. The white people are the ones who came over here and hung us and molested our women and cut our wee-wees off and put it in our mouth and hung us and killed us and enslaved us and told us that we aren't human. And had us kicking cotton and whipped us. I ain't heard no crazy shit about no black people doing that to no white people, man. White people are the ones who took everything away from our culture, who took everything away from us and enslaved us for hundreds of years so that they can build economies that they are still benefiting from in 2026. You have families who are rich, so maybe if you think for 5 minutes about it, the reason why black people don't have the resources that white people have is because of slavery. It's very difficult to have all black people in the country be slaves, and then one day they're not slaves no more, but they have no house, they have no food, they have nowhere to go, they have no skills other than slave trade. They have no resources, while you already have $100 million because you've been making money off slaves and not paying them. So it's real easy for you to fast forward 2026 and white people are more trustworthy with money. Maybe it's because they've had money, if that was true. But put a broke, okay, great. Go get you a broke white friend from some trailer park somewhere in the middle of fucking Georgia. Go get you a broke white friend and give him your debit card and don't look at the statements for 2 years. And see how much money you get. Go do that. Since white people think that shit.
It's this weird thing. I'm gonna just speak for American blacks. I'm not sure how you guys rock out in Jamaica or, you know, Trinidad or African countries, whatever. But in America, blacks are the grimiest people to each other. You could be the best friend ever. And secretly, your quote-unquote friend will be hating on you on the low, wishing that you fail, hoping that you lose money.
So why do you think that that's only with black people? When we see white people do the same shit, bro. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? White girls do the same thing. White girls are still they best friend, boyfriend, suck the dick under the bleachers. Like this happens. You must not have went to school with white people or hung around white people. Because they do all the same. They really is no different. They just talk a little different, they dress a little different, their mannerisms a little different, their voice a little different, their hair or shit like that. They do the same shit, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? You must not have grew up or hung around white people growing up, man. Hispanics do the same thing. Hispanic motherfuckers, man, y'all niggas, boy, delusional, clowns.
Or they can't try to steal from you in some sort of way, or try to get shit from you for the low.
Who is this clown?
And just be waiting on your downfall and or stealing from you. I was born, shut up for the 16 months, like I said. All of my stories where people were grinding at me, that I was the best to, were blacks.
That's because you're black, dumbass. So most of your friends are black, dumbass.
I always talk about this. games stolen when I was a kid, when I tried to have black friends. None of my Hispanic friends, white friends when I was a child, none of them stole anything from me. As soon as I went blacks in my house, motherfuckers ate up all my Eggo waffles, drank up all my canned juices, and stole all my games. And I didn't realize my games were stolen until I got older. Like, damn, oh shit, when I was in 5th grade, oh, it was Arthur and blah, blah, blah. The black stole it. Like I said, every grimy story I got about somebody trying to fuck me over and doing scandalous shit that I considered friend was black.
Wow. Who is low tier God? Can we cancel him off the internet? Oh. Oh.
What the fuck is that?
No, this is crazy, bro. What the hell? You know, weird. Dude, boy, this ain't even like no regular life. This is over crazy, bro. This ain't even like I'm finna go out, I'm finna go to the bathroom and whack one off real quick. Look at the time stamp, bro. Look how much time he's spending. This is 9:07. You was whacking off from 9:07 to 9:21 in the morning? And then that was after you woke up from, bro. You know, some weirdo. This is some weirdo.
What the fuck is that?
No, this is crazy. No, this is crazy. And he pants, but look, he got sucking up Willow. Oh my god. Some niggas, boy, y'all be groomed out, bro.
He did. I found out my best friend for 25 years. She gave me the card, bro. And I'm wrong. Live. I'm talking to you. Nigga. On a double knife. He don't what? He said, no, I mean, like, he was over there, but it's just like,
You could tell how his